Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember so that a science critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. And welcome to what might go down as one of the most pointless reviews I have to do. Why? Because the movie I am reviewing pretty much is summed up by that word. Pointless! I am, of course, talking about the much maligned Ted 2. Based off of the original, which you could have stopped right fucking there and it would have been a decent fairy tale. But they didn't! Because they made enough money to make a sequel. Ted 2 is basically a follow-up to the original Ted movie. Why? I had no fucking clue. Apparently they didn't have money to make a sequel, and now it's an abomination. And that's putting it lightly. Seth MacFarlane is back, along with Mark Wahlberg, as they continue on their crazy adventures. Only this time, we're gonna focus a little bit more on Ted, as opposed to the boy, who still hangs out with the fucking bear. That's his life to choose. So, what possibly could go wrong with the sequel? Well, let's find out. This is Ted 2. Granted for the movie, once again, goes to Universal, and no, this is not for monetary purposes, this is strictly for review. Oh, and I forgot to mention, your one and only favored narrator from the first movie, Patrick Stewart, is back to, you guessed it, narrate this fucking trash heap as well. And the movie starts literally the same way as the first one did. We see the logo and go straight to Boston from the logo. Get it? Because it's the globe.
We are often told that happily ever afters exist only in the pages of fairy tales.
Once again, would you like to do this review, Patrick Stewart? Because you're doing a wonderful job interrupting my fucking review.
Sunny Boston afternoon.
We zoom into the wedding and you're thinking, oh, this is a build-up to after John gets married, Mark Wahlberg's character, to Mila Kunis's character. But instead, we see Ted getting married to his girlfriend that he hooked up with. No, literally hooked up with in the first movie. And you're not going to believe who's preaching this one. Yep, Flash Gordon makes a return appearance as well. Why couldn't they end the first movie that way? You could have saved us a shit ton of time with this one. Best man, Mark Wahlberg, along with Patrick Warburton, who returns playing Guy. Again, this would have been a great moment. Everybody would have lived happily ever after. But no! You have to make another sequel to start with this one. Oh, and by the way, you are not going to believe this little moment. Well,
Now we're just gonna go home and tie our dicks together. Fuck you. Fuck you. Deal.
oh yeah, the Sandman from the Santa Clauses 2 and 3 is in that movie to play Guy's mate.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Mark Wahlberg's depressed. Why is he depressed? Ted thinks it's a hangover, but it's not.
Oh my god, she's fucking begging for it. She's totally.
What the fuck kind of a bachelor party is this? All they're doing is sitting around in their lazy asses watching. Oh my god! Why are they watching two bears making love? What kind of fucking sick, twisted demons are they? They're all going to hell. We find out that John and Laurie's marriage wasn't a happily ever after all, because they got divorced. Unfortunately, this is the only time they mention this. We never know how they got divorced, and they never do get back together. So, kind of pointless, so let's just go ahead and cue a big-lipped alligator moment. Big-lipped alligator moment! You could probably sum up this movie that way too, but we'll save that for later. Let's move on.
So perfect. Yeah, well, you're not the first guy to marry the wrong girl. Hey, big day, huh, bud? You guys want to celebrate with a little...
Flash Gordon wants to celebrate the only way he can celebrate. Channeling his inner Willie be a hobo. That's right, getting fucking high. Hey, I don't get high, Mama! Then why do you recommend every fucking movie you review? You have to review something that you hate. That's the problem. I like all the movies I like, Mama. It's not my fault, Mama. Really? Well, I challenge you to watch a movie without taking any narcotics or any kind of thing. Watch the movie and give me your honest take on it without recommending it. Can you do that for once? Sure, I can do that to my man. Fine, that'll be your next video then. And I can't wait to see that. This, of course, leads to probably the most coolest thing of the movie. The opening scene. A big dance number. Because we need a fucking dance number somehow to make this look even more legit. While you're at it, why don't you just sing the Best Friends Forever song? Or no, the Best Day Ever song. That's what I meant. Because, seriously. And this goes on and on and on. Don't believe me? Oh yeah. Guess who they sucked into this movie too? That's right, you just saw it right there. Fresh off the Dark Knight trilogy, why the hell would you get Morgan Freeman? What possibly could he bring to this movie? Oh. And if you don't believe me by how long it is, it took 2 fucking minutes for this intro. Then we cut to a few months later or years later and... $129 at Filene's basement. Typical marriage.
I need clothes for work, alright, Teddy?
You wear a smock.
They're having an argument over their bills because she's wasting money on clothing and she wants to look good at work. Which, by the way, they still work at the same fucking store.
I was just talking.
And because they can afford nothing more than an apartment, they're living in an apartment. In typical marriage fashion, something has to break the tension. So, enter baby talk. No, really, they talk about trying to get a baby. But first... guys yelling out the window in the apartment cliche. After that little moment... we see our favorite bear at the grocery store. Who else makes an appearance? Oh my god, you fucking got Liam Neeson to be in this movie? What? You got Liam Neeson, you got Patrick Warburton, you got Mark Wahlberg, who admittedly isn't as great. You got Seth MacFarlane's voice! You got Morgan goddamn Freeman! How the hell could this movie possibly abominate? Oh, and believe me, you want me to do like the I will find you and I will kill you. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I will find you and I will kill you because What's His Nuts is trying to freaking buy Trix.
I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
What questions could you possibly ask about this fucking breakfast cereal, Mr. I will find you and I will kill you? Just exactly what?
Yeah, box of Trix. That's right. I've been led to understand that Trix are exclusively for children.
Really? You're worried that... what could you possibly be worried about? Tricks aren't just for kids. They just say that because they're trying to keep it away from the wascally wabbit. It's duck season! I'm not even going there with you today, Playboy.
Is that correct? Well, I mean, they say Tricks are for kids in the commercials. And is that enforced by law? Not to my knowledge, no. So if I purchase these Tricks, there'll be no trouble? No.
Well, you better damn believe there won't be any trouble, because you know what's going to happen if there is fucking trouble.
So, but if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
That's right. if there's to be trouble, you know he's gonna come back to Ted and tell him, hey, tricks aren't meant for kids. I got screwed, and you're going down. I had to do it. I just had to fucking do it. Moving on. So after that moment,
Guy arrived at as well. Yeah, I say do it. All right, well, I'll shoot him an email right now and see if I can stop by tonight. You come with me? Sure. All right, great. Shit.
guy
In
conversations.
your apartment. Hey, can I use your laptop? Yeah, go ahead.
Ted is trying to help John get back on his feet after he lost the girl of his dreams via divorce.
What the fuck?
Only to discover...
What happened? What's going on? There's so much porn. What the hell are you doing looking at my private shit?
Why does he care? He's obsessed with hookers. Why is he shocked that he's doing nothing but this? I mean, come on.
Jesus Christ. Look at
What the hell's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. Hell, Playboy thinks this is a normality. Yeah, whatever the hell he's doing, that's perfectly okay with me. Wait, guacamole. Yes.
I'm a disease, all right? I need help. There are no chicks with tits, Johnny. Only guys with tits. Oh, this is such a relief. You know, I'm so glad.
Okay, moving on from that dramatic moment, we have to figure out what the hell to do.
God damn it.
Oh, and if things can get any worse... Great. Shucks the damn rock. You are not going to believe whose car that was. Yeah, that's right. It was Flash fucking Gordon's.